Welcome back to Python Unlocked. We are exploring different built-in data types in Python. In this video, I'll dive into set, dictionary, boolean type, and none type. So without wasting our time, let's get started. So firstly, what is a set? Set is basically an unordered data collection that does not allow duplicacy into the element. Now, what does this mean? Let's say I'm having any set. I'm having any variable a. I'm enclosing the element into the curly braces. Okay, let's say this is, if I check the type of this, the output I'll be getting is a set. Now, unordered means the way you are declaring elements over here that may or may not remain same. It's not necessary that will remain same. It's not necessary it will remain same. This simply means unordered data collection. No duplicacy simply means if I am adding any element twice, it will be considered once only. If there is any repetition in the element that you have entered in a set, it will be considered once only. Okay, let's understand this with the help of code. Let's say you're taking any variable a in consideration. Let's say this is my set that I'm entering over here. I'm writing print a, print type of a. Let's run this first. Now you can see over here the order in which you have declared the element in A, that does not remain same the way you have declared in your program. It is changing, right? This is why set is one of the unordered data collection. And when we check the type for this is a set. Now from this particular output, what you can interpret, set is a unordered data collection, or you can say set is a heterogeneous data collection that is unordered in nature and that does not allow duplicacy in it. Now let's understand the concept of duplicacy as well. If I'm adding any element, let's say I'm adding 1, I am adding 2, I am adding, let's say, 2 one more time. Okay, let's run this now. See over here, no element it's repeating itself. I was entering 1 twice, I was entering 2 twice, but it is only considered as a once only. So this is what the duplicacy means. Even if कोई element repeat भी कर रहा है, that will be considered once only. And order same नहीं रहेगा the way we are declaring in the program. It can change. Okay, so that's why this is a unordered in nature. I hope this is clear. Okay. So unordered and I hope unordered and non-duplicate is clear to everyone why it's unordered in nature and why it says it does not allow duplicacy in element. Now remember, there are two type of set. One is a simple set, the one we have discussed. Other one is a frozen set. Now what is frozen set? Frozen set is also a set, but it's immutable in nature. That means once we have created a set, we are not able to add element into it. If we talk about a simple set, we can add element into the simple set. Okay, let's see over here. The simple set is mutable in nature. That means once we have created, we can add element in that, we are able to remove element from that. Whereas frozen set is immutable in nature. Simple set is not hashable, whereas frozen set is hashable. Now what does this hashable mean? Hashable simply means this is not having any hash value. Okay, frozen set is having a hash value. Now hash value is basically what? Hash value is a value that will remain same throughout its lifetime. Let's say for example, I am creating any frozen set, it will be having one hash value that will remain same throughout its lifetime, whereas there is no any hash value that is present for a set, that is available for a set. We can add element, we can remove element, whereas no addition and no removal is possible in a frozen set. Okay, now let's understand this with the help of code. Now let's say in this set only I want to add element. Simply I supposed to use a dot add. What I want to add, let's say I want to add 7 over here. If I run this, Hold on. Instead of printing like this, yeah, print A now. Yeah, run this now. As you can see, 7 is added into the set that we have created into set A, and the type is set only. Whereas if we want to create a frozen set and I want to add element in that, that is not possible. Now let's understand how to create a frozen set first, then we will try to add element in that. Okay, let's say instead of this, I am writing simply frozen set 1 comma 2 comma 3, whatever you want to put, you can put over here. Now run this portion. See over here, frozen set object has no attribute add. Hold on. For time being, I'm commenting this add portion. Let's see what output we are getting when we are simply printing type of frozen set. That we are getting this as a frozen set, and the output that we are getting for our type is a frozen set over here. Okay, now if we want to add element into the frozen set, as we say that is not possible. So you can see over here, object has no attribute add. There is no any object of name add into the frozen set. That's why we are getting the attribute error over here. I hope this is clear. So frozen set is immutable in nature. Why so? Because we are not able to add any value into the set. We are not able to add any element into a set once it's created. Whereas in simple set, we can add the value. We can add any element. Now other property that says that the frozen set have the hash value, whereas hash value is missing for a simple set. Now how to check the hash value for a set? Simply let's say print hash of A. For timing, let's say I'm removing this portion, running this part only. So you can see over here there is a hash value. This is a value, unique value that will remain same throughout its lifetime. Whereas if I check the hash value for a simple set, let's say I'm converting this into a simple set, that simply means I simply supposed to remove set from this, frozen from this, sorry, my bad. Let's run this. So if I try to find out the hash value for the simple set, so we am getting type error, unhashable type set. So remember this, hash value is present for frozen set because that is immutable in nature, whereas for simple set there is no any hash value because we are able to add element in it once we have created the set. I hope all these things are clear for you. Let's move forward. Next, we are having a mapping type. Now, in this, remember this, the dictionary is only a type that is having a key value pair. So dictionary in simple is basically what? That is having a key, that is having a value in it. That is basically simply key, colon, value. Okay, so remember this. The dictionary is a data type that is having a key value pair, and both key value pairs are enclosed into the curly braces. Okay, now let's understand dictionary with the help of code first. For example, let's say I'm taking any variable a over here. In curly braces, I am putting key, I am putting colon, let's say comma. Remember, this is a string, so I supposed to put into the quotes. To unlocked. Now, if I check the type for this, type for A, let's save this and run this. So what output you are getting over here? You are getting dictionary over here. So dictionary is what? Dictionary is a combination of key and value pair. Simply that is having a key colon value in it. That is a dictionary enclosed into the curly braces. Okay. Now let's say I am adding one more value over here, that is 1. Again I am adding 1 as a key over here. For that I am including the value var. Okay, I am assigning the value var for this. Now let's run this first. Okay, the class is a dict. What output I'll be getting for this print a? Okay, let's run this now. See over here. For 1, the value that I am getting is a var. For 2, I am getting unlocked. If you can see in a code, I was assigning two values. So first value I was assigning Python for a key 1. Other value that I was assigning, that is a var over here. So remember this, when you are working with a dictionary, the if you are using any key multiple time, the unique value, the latest value, simply the latest value, that will be considered. Okay, if I try to repeat, for example, if I try to repeat any key or any value over here instead of repeating a key, so there will be over here you're getting 1 for Python, 2 for unlock. That means the key was repeating itself, the value was also repeating itself. That means that will be considered once only. Okay, now, for example, instead of using 1 over here, I'm using 3 over here. That means I'm using unique key, but I am assigning the repeated value. I'm assigning same value for key 1. I'm assigning same value for key 3 as well. Now, let's run this. So, see over here, I can assign a value to different keys, but I cannot assign a same key for different values. Remember this. If I try to assign a same key for a different value, the last one, the latest one will be considered. If I try to if I try to assign a value, or you can say same value to two different keys, then this will not make any impact. The entire data will be considered. I hope this is clear. I hope concept of dictionary is clear for everyone. Next, we are having a Boolean type. This is a very simple. If I'm saying A is equal to true, I'll be getting the whatever value that will be getting, that is a Boolean type over here. If I check the type for that, that will be a Boolean type. And other one that we are having a none type. If the value is missing, if I'm assigning any variable a value is equal to none, that means if I check the type for that, that will be a none type. That means value is missing, or you can say that is representing absence of value. At present, you are not storing any sort of data into the variable. Okay, let's understand this. Now let's say we want to discuss about the Boolean type first. Okay, let's say I'm taking any variable a to which I am assigning the true, for which I'm keeping capital T for true. Let's say I'm printing type of a. Okay, let's run this first. So the class you are getting over here is a Boolean over here. Okay, so for true and false, if T is capital, and for false, if F is capital, that type will be the Boolean type. Whereas if I'm assigning the value none to this, okay, instead of assigning nothing, I am assigning none to this. So if I run this, the output that you are getting is a none type. These are simple data types that we are having into Python. Let's, okay, so there is one task firstly that we will discuss. The task is we want to create empty list, empty string, empty dictionary. We simply supposed to discuss how to declare empty data types. Okay, so for first thing is I want to declare a empty string. What is the way of declaring an empty string? If the question says declare a empty string, how can I declare that? Let's say that is simple. A is equal to either single quote or a double quote. If I print for this, print type of a, that will be nothing but the output I'll be getting string over here. This is the way of creating an empty string. Okay, uh, if I'm putting instead of this double quotes, I'll be putting single quotes also. The output that I'll be getting is a string again over here. Let's say the question say you supposed to create an empty list. How to create an empty list? Simply you supposed to put square braces over here. If I run this, so I'll be able to create a empty list over here. If I want to create an empty tuple, we know how to create that. That is simply round braces, empty round braces we supposed to consider for creating an empty tuple. You can see over here. Now, for creating an empty set, what we supposed to use? Many of you might, many of you must be thinking that we'll be using the empty curly braces. Now, if we run this, the type you are getting over here, that is dictionary over here. Remember this. This one is very important. When we are using the, when we are initializing the empty curly braces, that is not a set, that is a dictionary. Okay. So how, if I want to create an empty set, how I can create that? So instead of putting curly braces, simply use set round braces. Inside round braces, use square braces. Now run this. Now, this is a way of creating an empty set. Simply set round braces, inside those round braces, round square braces. Sorry, simply square braces, not round square braces, my bad. If I want to create an empty frozen set, yeah, if I want to create an empty frozen set, simply frozen, simply frozen set, round braces, inside those round braces, square braces are supposed to put. Okay, I hope how to declare, or you can say how to create empty list, empty tuple, empty dictionary, empty set is clear for everyone. What are the different ways, what are the ways to create a set, how to take a value for set using from user is clear for everyone. I hope all the basic information related to different type of built-in data types we are having in a Python is clear for everyone. In case you are having any doubt, do put in comment section below. And there is one quiz for you all to check whether how much you are able to attain from the information that we have discussed over here. The very first question, which of the following is a immutable data type over here? You're supposed to opt for that. Which is the correct way to declare a tuple with a one element? And what is a data type for this expression in Python? Please mention your answers in comment section below. And in case you are having any doubt in the basic things that we have discussed related to the data types, please mention in comment section below. And thanks for watching.